In a world where secrets constrain even the strongest relationships, one Muslim couple faces unexpected challenges that shock their community. What begins as a perfect romance soon becomes complicated by hidden truths and unspoken fears. This touching story shows how a lack of honesty can lead to tough situations. What happens when love is built on misunderstandings? Join us as we explore themes of trust, identity, and the complexities that can lie beneath the surface. Warning: the following story features characters inspired by real individuals. To protect their privacy, names and specific details have been altered to create fictional representations. It covers sensitive topics that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Zain Malik is a tall, hard-working young man who works as a construction worker. He comes from a conservative Muslim family, where values like pride and caring for loved ones are very important to him. Zain is known for his dedication and strong work ethic, qualities he inherited from his family. His parents taught him the importance of responsibility and honor, shaping him into a young man who believes in supporting those he loves. Noor Rahman is a beautiful young woman, celebrated for her talent as a hairstylist. Her warm and friendly personality makes it easy for her to connect with others. Noor is confident and enjoys making friends wherever she goes. With a passion for beauty and fashion, she dreams of one day owning her own salon. Her kind heart and infectious laughter make her a beloved figure in her community. Zain and Noor first met at a lively community event at their mosque, where the air was filled with laughter and cheerful conversations. As they exchanged glances, an instant connection sparked between them, lighting up their hearts. It felt as if the whole world faded away, leaving just the two of them in that moment. They spent the evening sharing stories about their lives, dreams, and hopes for the future, discovering common interests that made their bond grow stronger. Every smile and shared laugh deepened their connection. And as the sun set, painting the sky with beautiful colors, Zain and Noor found themselves lost in conversation. They talked about their families, their favorite foods, and what they envisioned for their lives. Each story revealed new layers of their personalities, and it didn't take long for them to realize they had fallen in love. Their hearts danced with joy as they began to dream of a life filled with love, shared experiences, and exciting adventures together. When the time came for Zain and Noor's wedding, excitement filled the air, and the day promised to be nothing short of magical. They had spent months planning every detail, eager to celebrate their love with family and friends. The sun shone brightly on the day of the ceremony, casting a warm glow over everything and making it feel even more special. As guests began to arrive at the local mosque, they were greeted by the sweet scent of flowers. Colorful blooms in shades of pink, yellow, and white adorned every corner, celebrating the vibrant culture that Zain and Noor cherished. The decorations sparkled with love and joy, reflecting the happiness that surrounded them. Brightly colored fabrics draped elegantly around the hall, adding a festive touch to the sacred space. Inside the mosque, the atmosphere buzzed with excitement and laughter. Friends and family gathered, sharing smiles and stories, their hearts filled with joy for the couple. Children ran around, their laughter echoing as they played, creating a lively backdrop that made everyone feel young at heart. Zain stood at the front, his heart racing with anticipation. He wore a traditional outfit that made him look both handsome and proud. As he waited for Noor to arrive, he felt a mix of emotions: happiness, nerves, and a deep sense of love. He glanced around, seeing familiar faces filled with love and support, and it made him feel even more grateful for the community that surrounded them. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. The doors opened, and Noor walked in, radiant and breathtaking in her beautifully designed gown. A delicate veil framed her face, and her eyes sparkled with joy. As she made her way down the aisle, every step seemed to capture the love that had blossomed between them. Zain's heart swelled with pride and affection as he took in the sight of his beautiful bride. The ceremony began with gentle music that filled the room, creating an atmosphere of serenity. Zain and Noor stood before their family and friends, ready to exchange vows that would bind their hearts together for life. They spoke words filled with promise and hope, pledging to love and support each other through thick and thin. As they shared their vows, the warmth in the room grew, wrapping around everyone like a comforting blanket. The officiant guided them through the ceremony, explaining the significance of each moment. With every word, Zain felt a deep connection to Noor, knowing that they were beginning a new chapter together. The flickering candles cast a soft light on their faces, making it feel like time had paused just for them. As the ceremony concluded, guests applauded and offered their blessings, showering Zayn and Noor with love and happiness. The couple turned to each other, their hearts racing as they shared their first kiss as husband and wife. The room erupted in cheers, and laughter filled the air, a joyous celebration of their commitment to one another. As the night went on, music played, and the dance floor came alive. Friends and family joined together, dancing and celebrating the love that had brought everyone together. Zayn and Noor laughed as they took to the dance floor, their joy infectious as they twirled and moved to the rhythm of the music. They felt as if they were floating on air, completely lost in their love for each other and the happiness of the day. As the evening came to a close, Zayn and Noor stood hand in hand, surrounded by their friends and family. They knew that this day marked not just the beginning of their marriage, but the start of a lifelong journey together, filled with adventures, love, and the promise of a beautiful life ahead. Despite the joy surrounding them, Zayn noticed that Noor seemed a bit distant and nervous. She often looked around the room, which made him wonder if everything was all right. He brushed it off as wedding jitters, hoping it would pass as they settled into married life. Even in the beautiful setting of their honeymoon, Zayn sensed that something was bothering Noor. They spent time at a lovely beach resort, but she appeared distracted. Zayn felt a growing unease, sensing that something was troubling her. He tried to push aside his concerns, wanting to enjoy their special time together, but the feeling lingered. After returning home, Zayn and Noor began to establish their daily routines. Their house felt cozy, filled with laughter and love. However, there was a tension that Zayn couldn't ignore. As the days turned into weeks, small cracks began to show in their seemingly perfect life. Noor started to act more secretive. She often made excuses for her absences, claiming she had to work late or run errands. Zayn noticed her distancing from him, which puzzled and worried him. He tried to talk to her, but Noor would brush off his concerns, insisting everything was fine. Zayn's concern deepened. He felt torn between his love for Noor and the nagging feeling that something was wrong. He began to replay their conversations in his mind, searching for clues to understand her behavior. The uncertainty weighed heavily on him, and he found it hard to focus on anything else. One night, unable to shake his suspicions, Zayn's curiosity got the better of him. He decided to look through Noor's belongings, hoping to find some answers. What he discovered shocked him, documents revealing Noor's past. Zayn's heart raced as he read the details, feeling his world shift beneath him. Feelings of betrayal washed over him. Confusion and sadness mixed as he struggled to understand the truth about the woman he loved. He felt as if the foundation of their relationship had been shaken. Zayn found himself questioning everything he thought he knew about Noor and their life together. When Noor returned home, Zayn confronted her. His feelings of confusion and betrayal overwhelmed him. He demanded answers, and as the conversation escalated, Noor pleaded for understanding. She tried to explain her journey, but Zayn felt too hurt to listen. As the discussion grew intense, Noor spoke of her past and the challenges she faced, hoping Zayn would see the person she had become. But Zayn was too consumed by his feelings to hear her. The love they once shared felt buried under layers of pain and misunderstanding. In a moment of despair, Zayn's emotions spiraled out of control. His feelings felt like a storm inside him, overwhelming every thought. In a sudden reaction, he made a decision that would change everything in an instant. His heart raced, and his mind felt chaotic as he acted without thinking, overwhelmed by emotions. In that tragic moment, Zayn made an irreversible choice that impacted both their lives. The realization hit him hard, a moment of shock that changed everything forever. Zayn felt his world crumble around him, as if everything he had known had vanished. The joy they once shared turned into a haunting memory, replaced by a profound silence that echoed through their home. After the incident, Zayn was left in disbelief, unable to process what had just happened. He wandered through the house feeling lost and disoriented. Each room seemed to hold a memory of happier times. The kitchen where they shared meals and laughter. The living room filled with their dreams for the future. Now those joyful echoes were replaced with an unbearable silence. When the authorities arrived, they found a devastating scene. The bright colors of their life together felt dimmed, leaving only shadows behind. Zayn's emotional state was chaotic, reflecting the tragedy he had caused. He struggled to explain what had happened. his words tumbling out in confusion and sadness. He felt trapped in a whirlwind of emotions, regret flooding his heart as he replayed the events in his mind. How could this have happened? How had their love turned into such a nightmare? News of the situation spread quickly, sparking public discussion about the events surrounding Noor's death and Zayn's actions. Community members were left in shock, trying to understand how love could turn into such a tragedy. As the trial approached, Zayn's defense focused on emotional distress, trying to show a man pushed to his limits. The prosecution, however, presented a different view of the incident, leading to intense courtroom drama. Emotional testimonies from friends and family highlighted the impact of the incident, particularly on Noor's loved ones. The courtroom filled with tears as they recalled the vibrant woman Noor had been, emphasizing the loss felt by her community. The jury's decision surprised many, leaving Zayn to face the consequences of his actions. As he learned his fate, the weight of what he had done bore down on him, leaving marks that would never fade. This story raises questions about trust, identity, and the challenges faced by individuals in society. It highlights the importance of understanding and acceptance, urging us to seek compassion for one another, recognizing the impact our actions can have on others. Thank you for joining us for this heartfelt story. Please like and subscribe for more crime stories. Your support helps us continue sharing these stories. Until next time, take care.